In the last 3 decades, the world has witnessed an economic transformation unlike any before. From the rise of new superpowers, to the surprising decline of once dominant economies, the global GDP landscape has shifted dramatically. Today, we reveal the shocking changes between 1995 and 2025. In 1995, the global economy was led by a familiar cast. The United States stood tall as the undisputed economic giant, followed by Japan, Germany, France, and the United Kingdom. China, still emerging from decades of economic isolation, ranked far behind, with India even further down the list. The post-Cold War era had just begun. The Internet was in its infancy. Globalization was accelerating, but its effects were still uneven. Western economies dominated the top 10, and the idea of China or India challenging their supremacy seemed distant. Fast forward to 2025, and the picture is almost unrecognizable. China has surged to become the second largest economy in nominal terms, and the largest in purchasing power, parity, PPP. India, once considered a sleeping giant, has awakened, now projected to surpass Japan and become the 4th largest economy globally. Asia's rise is not just about size, it's about speed. China's GDP grew at an average rate of over 9% for much of the early 2000s. India, while slower, maintained a steady climb, driven by its services sector, demographic dividend, and digital revolution. In PPP terms, China leads, with over $40 trillion, followed by the United States, at $30 trillion, and India, at nearly $18 trillion. These 3 alone account for a massive share of global output. Japan, once the world's 2nd largest economy, has slipped to 5th place, in nominal terms. Its aging population, deflationary pressures, and stagnant growth have slowed its momentum. Germany has overtaken Japan, and India is now neck. In Europe, Germany remains strong, but other economies have seen mixed fortunes. Spain has climbed the ranks, overtaking Australia, South Korea, and Mexico. Meanwhile, countries like Austria and Switzerland have seen their positions decline. The United Kingdom, despite Brexit and economic uncertainty, holds its place in the top 10, but its growth rate lags behind emerging markets. Latin America's story is one of missed potential. Brazil, once hailed as a rising BRICS economy, has struggled with political instability and economic stagnation. In 2025, it remains in the top 10 in PPP terms, but has lost ground in nominal rankings. Argentina, surprisingly, shows strong growth in 2025, with a projected rate of 5.5%. But its overall GDP remains modest compared to global giants. Africa, while still underrepresented in the top rankings, shows signs of promise. Nigeria and Egypt are climbing slowly, driven by population growth and regional investment. South Africa remains the continent's most industrialized economy, but faces challenges.